lesson in freedom of speech with the harm of strong words and images. Hello everyone, I'm Wes Sheeler.
And I'm Jack Weiss. Quincy University's mock trial team came home with a trophy.
And I'm Kalen Lowry, and QU is introducing a new scholarship program making it more affordable for many students and their families. That's where we begin today. Quincy University announces participation in the Illinois Tuition Promise program starting fall of 2024. The Promise program will ensure 100% tuition, coverage, and books for the students who fit the requirements. With this new program, tens of thousands of students and families will qualify. But with that, some joint degree programs like nursing are excluded.
It brings an ability to assure people, prospective students and their families, that QU is going to be affordable for them no matter how limited their financial resources. And let us work with them.
If you want more information on this info, contact the Office of Community Relations at 217-228-5275.
Free speech, art, and blasphemy were all important aspects of the President's speech during the Honors Fall Colloquium. Held in the Hall of Fame room located in the Health and Fitness Center, there were cookies and refreshments offered to students as they listened to the President's speech, which was about free speech and how we as a society should handle it.
We're all going to go out into the world and speak to people, and we'll be heard. We're people that have thoroughly engaged in our education, so we can go out into the world and contribute to others around us. So it's really important that we are careful how we speak to every person.
Honors students are required to attend another colloquium in the spring. Additionally, the Honors College will host a holiday get-together on December 1st.
Empty classrooms and scarce parking lots can only mean one thing. Students have less campus to enjoy break. Many international students over Thanksgiving break due to traveling costs and athletic obligations. Facilities like the Health and Fitness Center, the library, and the Student Success Center were still available to students on campus, but the CAF was closed, which many students rely on for food.
Unfortunately, I do depend on the cafeteria for food, and I've had to fend for myself, which has been a little inconvenient because some of the internationals don't have jobs yet or can't get jobs on campus, so we've just been kind of just struggling and scratching money and food to help each other out.
While students were gone, QU staff and faculty were able to decorate the Student Success Center and other parts of campus. We will show you some of that work later in the show. Football and Thanksgiving, a tradition arguably as good as turkey and stuffing. Holiday traditions will vary whether you travel, but at Assumption Parish School in St. Louis, Missouri, this group of friends and families get out and play what they call the Turkey Bowl every Thanksgiving morning.
We played about 3 games. Couldn't tell you who won because we were having so much fun. I scored about 10 touchdowns. Fun day.
So we just come out here with like our friends and we just play football. We played like 3 games and it can get competitive, but it's kind of just for fun and we kind of just mess around with it. And yeah, it's really fun to be out here with all the people.
While the kids stayed busy with the game, the dogs in attendance kept themselves occupied, and so did the parents with some good food and some Thanksgiving Day cocktails.
There are a lot of great traditions on Thanksgiving, but watching football might be the best of them all. Some may just like to eat a lot of food on Thanksgiving, while others love to watch some of the most historic football teams battle it out. Not everyone watches every year, but to some, it has become a tradition.
My favorite memories of football over Thanksgiving is actually watching Barry Sanders every Thanksgiving Day when I was younger. He's the greatest running back to ever play football. He would run one way and he'd like lose 2 yards and he just would fake people out and then he'd go 70 yards for a touchdown.
Thanksgiving is a great day for people to eat food and watch football. This tradition will live on, and when it ends, it will kick off into the Christmas season.
Bell ringers are back this year, but this winter with a different look. The Quincy Salvation Army Captain Kettle Mascot Challenge started Monday. Mascots from Quincy High School, Quincy Notre Dame, Liberty High School, John Wood, and Quincy University will all participate. The QHS Blue Devils won the competition in its first year.
It's just great to see different schools come together and compete in a different way to help those in need, those that need clothing, that need toys, that need meals at Christmas time.
Mascots will ring the bell at Neiman's on 24th Street or at the Hy-Vee on Broadway. The competition is a 2-hour period for each team across 4 days. There's also ways to donate to each school online if you cannot show up. Quincy University's own Victor E. Hawk is ringing Thursday, November 30th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Neiman's.
Wes, I heard you traveled out of state for the mock trial competition.
That's right, and what a competition it was. Stonewalling attorneys, quirky experts, and near impeachments. There was never a dull round. From participating as Buy-Buster team to winning a trophy, QU's mock trial team has had a bumpy journey.
When I was getting crossed, I made a mistake and I said some information wrong and I almost got impeached.
The team had to be Buy-Buster team for their first tournament of the season at Illinois State University, as their team captain, Jack Urbances, was sick.
I hope that we can learn something, seeing as that we aren't bringing a full team with us. We won't actually be scored, but we're still going and we're going to be judged accordingly, so I hope that we can bring a lot back with us to apply when we actually go to tournaments and compete.
Honestly, I'm kind of excited. I mean, of course, everyone's nervous, but the fact that we have an opportunity to be on a bye team and the fact that we can practice this weekend to prepare for the following weekend makes me really excited. Because I think Jack gives stability to the team, and so when he's not here, especially because he's the most experienced, it can feel very, shaky.
But once there, their spirits began to lift.
I think it went well. I feel like, all things considered, especially without Jack here, we had people that had never been witnesses before, never been attorneys before, never done a closing argument before. And all things considered, I would say it went pretty well. It gives me a little bit of hope for when Jack will actually be here.
As the team competed in Missouri State University, their fortunes would only increase as their team captain won the prize for leading prosecutor.
Incredibly happy. Yeah, I'm happy to have had this opportunity because of our excellent coaches, Chris Pratt and Vanessa Pratt as well, and just all of my wonderful teammates that I was able to get this. So I'm very grateful.
Out of 20 possible points, Jack scored 19 of them for the prosecution side. The mock trial team still has much to prepare for, as they'll be going to the regionals in Nebraska at the start of next semester. Coming up next, QUTV's Kaylin Lowry experienced some record-breaking snowfall.
That's right. Over Thanksgiving break, my home state of Kansas had over 7 inches of snow.
Sounds exciting. Stay tuned for more with weather.
Our whole lives are focused around figuring out what we want to do. Here at Quincy University, we can help you find what you want to do. Just take a break and do what you love.
Finding your passion is easy at Quincy University. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's degree or looking to go even further, at QU, your professional and academic future is bright. 40 undergrad programs include moments that become experiences, connections that become careers, and relationships that become lifelong support. We want you here. That's why we work hard to ensure that a Quincy University education is affordable. Let us help you put together a plan. Visit discover.quincy.edu to get started.
As temperatures plummeted to a bone-chilling 17 degrees and below, Saturday and Sunday transformed into a snowy spectacle. Wichita witnessed a record-breaking snowfall on Saturday. If you were dreaming of a white Christmas, go ahead and brace yourself because the Winter Wonderland arrived a tad bit early this year. But not here in Quincy. We're going 400 miles southwest to the Great Plains of Wichita, Kansas. Wichita residents found themselves stuck inside due to the unexpected blizzard on Saturday morning of November 25th, recording a whopping 7.8 inches of snow. Now this shattered a decades-old record with the previous high set at 6.8 inches exactly 71 years earlier. I know in this type of weather you might want to stay inside, get under the covers, maybe drink a little bit of hot cocoa, watch a movie, but there's a lot more you can do with this type of weather. You can always bundle up, come outside, and throw a couple snowballs. You guys have a great day. As the snow continued to blanket the city, it became a hazard for some residents, turning the Winter Wonderland into a bit of a slippery obstacle course. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys are studying a lot more than you have been all semester, checking out those Quizlets because it is time for finals. This week we're going to see a lot more cooler temps, and just get ready for a nice little cram jam winter. Now, today we got a nice little high of 51 and a low of 36. And that's a little bit above average that we have here. And back in 1927, we had a high of 68, which does not compare to this low right here in 1977 of 6. That's a little too cold for me. I think my nose might freeze off and it might break off a little. Couple snot sickles there and there. I kind of don't want that hanging around. Now today, it's going to be nice and partly cloudy today with a cool little temperature of 51, showing that fall is still here a little bit, not completely frozen yet. But later tonight, we're going to drop down to around 45 degrees. Still going to be partly cloudy with some wind coming from the southwest around 7 miles per hour. We don't want 70. That's a little not what we're wanting here. Thursday, it's going to start pouring a little bit, so go ahead and grab those caps, grab those umbrellas. We don't want your hair wet and getting a little too sick. Temperature is going to be around 50 from there, and we're going to have a nice little southwest wind of 9 miles an hour. Now, Friday and Friday evening, it's going to be raining almost the whole day with a temperature of 41, dropping down to around 35 or 36 degrees. And then Saturday morning, we're going to have it around 42. It's going to get right back up from that Friday evening. And later on into the week, we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's going to go from 50 and drop on down to around 45 degrees. And that's going to be the high. And then later on into those evenings, we're going to go and get below 60. Or not 60 degrees, 30 degrees, 36 to be exact. Now, here's a picture by Head of Security Sam Lathrop. Pictured it in. This is what we call the end of fall, because right at the end of fall comes the start of winter, the rise of all the snow. That's a picture that I'd taken on my way back from home in Wichita, Kansas. That's about 5 minutes out from my home. That's a nice little field covered in that record-breaking snow that we had over the weekend. And here goes another one that's a little bit more farther down the road, a couple more trees, just to show that it's not completely field in Kansas. We do have some trees here and there. So if you're worried about me living in the middle of nowhere, don't worry, we got some trees. That's all that is. That's it for weather. We'll be right back after this.
Thanks, Kalen. The annual Quincy High Thanksgiving Tournament kicked off over Thanksgiving break and was a success with a 3-day tournament taking place over the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The gym was packed with excitement. The Devils' offense was firing in all phases of the game, scoring at all levels at ease. The team seems to be already in mid-season form and will only look to improve as the season rolls on. Finishing the tournament 3-0 with strong wins in each game, the Blue Devils will look to continue this hot streak in the following games on the road.
For many people, mac and cheese is a staple food on Thanksgiving. However, everyone's mac and cheese are different. Let's check these two recipes. The preparation for the food was the easy part. Cooking the noodles and getting the cheeses together was also easy. But the hardest part was waiting on the mac to be done.
Number one, because I thought it was more cheesier and I could taste the milk in it.
After a hard day and multiple taste tests, QUTV's Wesley Martin's mac and cheese recipe won the competition.
We are all stuffed with turkey from Thanksgiving. To get in the Christmas spirit, QUTV shows you how to prepare a ham dinner. First, preheat the oven to 250. Place the ham on a rack in a roasting pan. Make sure the sliced side is facing down.
I chose to make ham because I'm not a big fan of turkey, and I like ham so much that if I could eat it every day, I would.
Take the ham out of the oven 30 minutes before it's done. This helps prepare for the honey glaze. Be careful because the glaze burns easily. For sides, Riley West chose mashed potatoes.
I made them because my mom always makes them for Thanksgiving. They're very good, and it just reminds me of my childhood eating mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving.
Start by peeling and chopping potatoes. Boil them until fork tender. Add butter, milk, salt, and pepper to taste, blending them until creamy. Feel free to get creative with add-ons like garlic, gravy, or cheese.
Don't forget your gravy with your mashed potatoes.
Now you have a ham and mashed potatoes with gravy dinner.
Christmas season for QU is just around the corner. The faculty offices seem to get an early jump. Quincy University is hosting a 5 days of Christmas event this week in the Student Success Center. Some faculty offices are taking to the holiday spirit by participating in a decoration contest. The faculty workers had to decorate their offices based upon a Christmas song.
So after walking around campus today and seeing all the decorations, it made me extremely excited because I absolutely love Christmas and I love the idea that Quincy is giving us the chance to experience decorations on campus before we all leave after finals.
A winner of the contest has not been decided, but it should be an interesting race. Although the month of December has not begun, it is never too early to spread some Christmas joy.
What's your favorite thing about Christmas, guys?
Hanging up lights.
I had to say the elf on the shelf popping up on different places around the house.
Yeah, well, mine's, I brought you guys something. Mine's candy canes.
Oh!
Yeah, so here you guys go. Here you go.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching QUTV News this week. For more stories, go on to QUmedia.net and on social media. Have a great day.